Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to all my OG subscribers. Welcome back. I am glad you guys are enjoying the content. I'm going to get right into this. This is head wraps and natural hair indoctrination. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. This is one of the indoctrinations that Black women go through. Just for anyone who don't know, my name is Gina Blue, and I survived a Black Hebrew Israelite cult called Israel United in Christ, or IUIC. And they believe that only certain races will be saved by God, and those races include Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And so this is one of the indoctrinations that Black women go through specifically. Let's go. Hair shaming against Black women. Israel United in Christ dictates how Black women should wear our hair. No perms allowed, no extensions allowed, no wigs allowed, no colored dyed hair allowed, and no blonde hair. Especially that blonde hair. They have a big issue with blonde hair. Hispanic, Native American, and biracial women favored. These women are not told how to wear their hair. They are in question about whether their hair is natural or not. IUIC assume these women have, they don't have or wear extensions, weaves, or perms. They are the faces of submission and beauty, and they are the first ones chosen or promoted or put on a pedestal for marriage. Colorism and reverse colorism. Light-skinned women or girls are favored above dark-skinned. Black men marry more Hispanics, biracial, and Native Americans than Black women. And that's mostly due to the negative propaganda that IUIC have towards Black women. And that's a lot to do with self-hate, and that's a lot to do with preference. It's a mixture of things, so I won't just pinpoint one thing. Black women abused more verbally, mentally. They got the memes about us. They call us names, loud, black, ghetto, all type of stuff. And then there's reverse colorism, which is ironic because they do that and then they say, hey, dark skin is superior and above light skin. And they try to big up dark skinned women and big up dark skinned men, but everybody know that this is just toward the dark skinned men mostly. Most women prefer dark skinned men. So let's be real, IUIC. It's a lot of that going on, a lot of separatism within the group, a lot of race like separation, like Hispanics stay with Hispanics, Black stays with Blacks, biracials with biracials, like that. Hair texture discrimination. Kinky, woolly hair is promoted and highly favored for Black women. Straight hair is not favored. Women with straight and or biracial hair, or maybe different textures of hair like 3A, 2A. Anybody who know about hair textures, y'all know what I'm talking about. But they want Afro hair, African American hair, so they'll become insecure about their straight hair or their flat hair or their, I don't know, they become insecure because IUIC big up like black hair. So and if extensions are worn, because I know some people who might say, oh, we could wear extensions, it's either individual braids, French braids, or twists. And it's like you never see it anyway because the hair is covered. On the right, you see the woman with the natural hair. Her name is Zamira. She's now an ex-member. While she was in the cult, she was like put on a pedestal as the one female we should all try to be like all the women in IUIC should be Zamira. Like they wanted us to have long natural hair like hers. I mean, and she could sing too, so they put her on a pedestal, and she married a Hispanic guy, and I mean those men were jealous in that cult. Like I can tell. I don't know if they could see it, but those men were mad that she married a Hispanic guy. So that's another story. It's not any shade towards her or anything like that. This is just facts They put her on a pedestal, and this is basically how they wanted us to be. IUIC use indoctrination videos to influence you. So they use black women who tell their bad perm experiences, their hair falling out, their edges falling out, bald spots, patches, put us in the most horrible light. They show you that, so they traumatize you with that. Then they show women with successful hair growth after the big chop, and now they have big, long, natural afro hairs, and they want you to have it. And they show negative experiences from women who dyed their hair or wear extensions, and they have no regard or no thoughts, no consideration for women with cancer or other hair disorders who may need a wig, who may need weave, who may need these things to feel feminine due to their hair condition. Head wraps are mandatory. In the beginning, IUIC will tell you that head wraps are not mandatory when you ask them. They say, oh no, you only wear head wraps when we're reading the Bible. But you soon come to find out that you wear head wraps when the Bible is read and when it is not read. You are ashamed if you come to the Sabbath without covering your head, even if you're new, even if you didn't know, even if you're unaware. They may even give you a scarf. Some stranger might give you a scarf who you don't even know, or tell you you need to go home, you need to cover it with. I had some people tell me to cover my head with a paper towel because I didn't have a scarf before. You guys, it's ridiculous. You're ridiculed for showing too much hair while wearing a hair wrap. I tried to be cute one time, have my bangs out, try to, do my hair wrap in a different way because I got bored with it. And then they ridiculed me. Sister Hannah, who is over the Las Vegas school, Gabar's wife, as soon as I walked in, she pulled me and another sister to the side, the sister that I walked in with, telling us that we need to cover our head entirely. Like, we can't have no hair showing. And I was like, wow. So you soon grow to know that you have to wear your head covered at all times. You must wear head wrap at work or school. IUIC pressures you to wear your head wrap at work or school. They tell you to put your job at risk by requesting religious accommodation for everything, including missing work to congregate with them. Because sometimes high holy days it could fall on a Tuesday, it could fall on a Wednesday, and they expect you to really call into work and tell them, oh, it's for religious purposes. And if you an IUIC or you an ex-member, you know how many high holy days it is. It's more high holy days than regular holidays, and they expect you to take off 15 days out of the month, out of a span of 3 months? I don't think so. IUIC, y'all not paying nobody bills. So they tell you that, and then they shame you for missing a high holy day and working instead. They say, oh, you're not fighting for the most high and all this. So they also say you should be listening to IUIC when you're not with IUIC, to the women. So your head should be covered at all times because they're reading the Bible, and anytime the Bible's being read, they say our head got to be covered. So basically, hair wraps are mandatory and our hair got to be covered at all times, and they want us to wear it, even basically represent them even when we're not with them physically. On the bottom is a screenshot that is on IUIC's website, and it says, some people fight for their rights, so what's wrong with you? It's time we stand up for our God-given rights to keep the commandments. Companies that fire us or won't hire us because of our beliefs must be sued or held liable for their unjust practices. It's called religious accommodation under the 7th of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Peace. It's funny that you mentioned the Civil Rights Act, but you hate Martin Luther King Jr. and bash him and call him a coon and call him a white man loving all these things, but you conveniently mentioned the Civil Rights Act. that he was the pioneer for, essentially. Interesting. So, Black Hebrew Israelite women are no different than Muslim women. So that's why they mistake us for Muslims. When I worked and I wore my head wraps, I literally almost got into several altercations with people who thought they were being funny, making fun of my head wraps, making fun of the way I dress, making fun of the fringes and border of blue. Like, I literally, it was sometimes that I was like, you know what, this is too much. I'm about to really, as they call it, get out of the spirit and fight somebody or slap somebody for saying something. But that never happened. But it's no different. It's no different. Now that I think about it, now that I look at it, it's no different. That's me on the right. I look more Muslim than this beautiful chocolate sister right here on the left, who is actually Muslim. So Muslim women are told to wear hair wraps to be considered modest. Black Hebrew Israelite women are told to wear hair wraps to be considered modest. So what are your thoughts? Let's review what we went over today. Hair shaming against Black women, Hispanic, Native American, and biracial women favored, colorism and reverse colorism, hair texture discrimination, indoctrination videos to influence you, head wraps are mandatory, must wear head wraps at work or school, Black Hebrew Israelite women are no different than Muslim women. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Remember, you can always send your questions to questionsforgina@gmail.com, questionsforgina@gmail.com, questionsforgina@gmail.com. Remember to click the bell to stay updated on my latest videos. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Until next time, peace. Disclaimer. This video was in no way a form of disrespect to the Muslim community and religion. Rather, a teaching opportunity to compare two religions. Also, I believe modesty and natural hair is beautiful. However, no person, leader, or group should dictate how a person should wear their hair. Thank you for watching.